Hey, welcome into Card of the Day. So today we're going to actually move into the green part of the color wheel. Talk about a card that I've used a couple times already in this new season and had kind of mixed results with, but I think it's a good example of something that maybe in the Amonkhet season you'd looked at and gone, yeah, this is really going to help me. That now maybe he's lost a little just because of the changes in the format moving into Hour of Devestation. The card we're going to look at is Frilled Sandwalla. And this is a pretty good card, actually. Um, Cost is just a single green mana. It's a creature, lizard. It's a 1/1. And the thing that makes it better than bad is that it does have an activated ability of 1 and a green. It says Frilled Sandwalla gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate this only once each turn. So because of this, it's not just a 1/1 for 1. It's actually a little better than that in that you can pump it up temporarily to be a 3/3. Either allowing you to kill something bigger than it or to bring in a little bit of extra damage. The problem is you can only do this once, so it can't get any bigger than the 3/3, and it costs you a bunch of mana to do it, especially if you want to continue repeatedly. So I actually like this card as sort of a filler, something that's going to be not the focus of a green deck, but an extra creature if you need one. Because if it comes down early, it does give you a blocker, gives you something to put through a few damage um, if the other guy's not quite ready yet. But it's definitely not something you're going to want to have a bunch of in your deck, and you're not going to want to depend on it, because after about turn 4 or so, getting this into your hand and playing it is not really all that terribly great. So I would say Frilled Sandwalla is one of those cards that if I'm playing green and it's there middle to late part of the pack, I'm going to grab it. I'm probably going to play it. But if there's something better, you're certainly not going to be afraid to cut this. So overall, I think this is also an indication of the fact that the sort of bum rush strategy of Amonkhet is relatively difficult to pull off in Hour of Devestation. And so you're a lot of times going to be looking at cards that are a little bit stronger. Your 3 and 4 drops are sort of going to be your most important cards, I think, in Hour. And these sort of like aggressive early drops. And really, that's what Frilled Sandwalla is. You bring it out in turn 1. Turn 2, you can go in for 1 damage. Or if you don't have anything to play on turn 2, you can hit them for 3. And then maybe you get a few additional damage in someplace else. But this is an early game card. When the early game becomes less important, this becomes less important. So I think that in the current limited environment, this is probably something that I'd pick up maybe somewhere in the pick 8 to 10 range. Um, but I'm certainly not going to take it early, and I'm not terribly excited about it. So there you go. That's our card for the day. We will see you again tomorrow. Thanks.